हेलो स्टूडेंट्स। आज का हमारा टॉपिक है ऑसिलेशन ऑफ मास अटैच टू अ हॉरिजॉन्टल स्प्रिंग। तो इसका एक सिंपल सा डायग्राम हम बनाएंगे। तो यहां पे हमारे पास स्प्रिंग है और ये मास है। तो हमने इस मास का अकॉर्डिंग टू फोर्स कांस्टेंट, स्प्रिंग का जो फोर्स कांस्टेंट होगा वो होगा के। ओके, तो हमने इसके अकॉर्डिंग टू हुक्स लॉ, तो जब हम यहाँ पे फोर्स अप्लाई करेंगे, मान लीजिए कि हमने यहां से फोर्स अप्लाई की यहां तक, तो ये हमारा एक्स डिस्प्लेसमेंट हो जाएगा। तो ये मास यहां तक आ जाएगा। ओके स्टूडेंट्स, वी आर डिस्प्लेसिंग द स्प्रिंग एट डिस्टेंस एक्स and Fs is the restoring force on the opposite direction. So according to Hooke's law, Fs is equals to minus kx. Okay, therefore F is equals to minus kx. Okay, so we have to find the acceleration. A is equals to d square x by dt square, means we have to make the double derivative of displacement. Derivative of displacement is velocity and velocity is acceleration. So here we have written the double derivative. Okay, so now F is equals to ma, means m into d square x by dt square. Okay, this is equation number 2. So if we compare equation 1 and 2, we get ma is equals to minus kx, because this ma is also equals to fx. Okay, so from here we get a is equals to minus kx upon f. This is the acceleration of this system. Okay, so now we know that t is equals to 2 pi under root displacement by acceleration a. We will put the values of a here. So 2 pi under root displacement is x and a is minus kx into m. Okay, so we can ignore negative sign. We are getting t is equals to 2 pi under root m by k. So students, this is the time period of oscillating body attached to horizontal spring, which is dependent upon mass of the body and its spring constant k. So if we have to find the frequency, that is 1 upon t, that is 1 upon 2 pi under root k by m. This is equation number B. नेक्स्ट टॉपिक है हमारा एनर्जी इन एसएचएम। तो एनर्जी इन एसएचएम मीन्स हमने टोटल एनर्जी फाइंड करनी है। टोटल एनर्जी मीन्स के ई प्लस पीई। स्टूडेंट्स, in the animation you can see that the girl is taking a swing and she is oscillating to and fro. If you observe carefully, you can see the speed, means the velocity of the swing is maximum near the center, means at position B, which is mean position. After that, at the extreme position, the speed decreases and becomes 0. In another animation, you can see that the pendulum has maximum potential energy at the extreme positions. As it reaches the center, the potential energy becomes 0 and kinetic energy is maximum. You can see the horizontal graph. So we conclude that at this point kinetic energy is maximum and potential energy is 0. Here potential energy is maximum and kinetic energy is 0. Same for this point. Okay, so this is according to the law of conservation of energy. So first of all, we will find the potential energy. Potential energy means we have to do work in lifting the pendulum here. Okay, so according to Newton's law, F is equals to m into a, where m is the mass of the pendulum. According to SHM, a is equals to minus omega square x, where x is the displacement of this pendulum, means from here to here, this is the displacement and this is the small displacement. Okay, so we can write F is equals to m into omega square x. Small work done is given by F dot dx. If we put the value of this equation here, we get dW is equals to m omega square x into dx. Now we have to integrate between limits. This is 0 and this is x position. So integrating dW is equals to 0 to x m omega square x into dx. So dW integration is w, m omega square is constant, x into dx. So m omega square, integration of x means x square by 2 within limits 0 to x. Okay, so w is equals to m omega square x square minus 0 square, which is equals to m omega square x square by 2. So this is the work done by the pendulum, which is equals to potential energy, that is half m omega square x square. We have to find the kinetic energy, which is equals to half mv square. So v is equals to omega r square minus, we have to write here x square because x is the displacement. Putting this value in kinetic energy means Ke is equals to half m square into r square minus x square. Okay, so this is equation number P. So the total energy means Ke plus Pe. So half m omega square r square minus x square plus half m omega square x square, that is equals to half m omega square r square minus half m omega square x square plus half m omega square x square. So this gets cancelled out. We are left with half m omega square r square, which is the total energy of the system. Okay, so if we have to find the total energy, it is in the form of angular velocity and r is the amplitude. Okay, so if omega is equals to 2 pi by t, that is equals to 2 pi by nu. Nu is the frequency. We can put the value of omega here. Therefore total energy is equals to half m into 2 pi nu whole square into r square, that is equals to half m 4 pi square nu square r square. So total energy is equals to 2m pi square nu square r square, which is equation number D. It is in terms of frequency and amplitude. We will now talk about the variation of Ke and Pe. So we are getting graph of this shape. This is the slope of potential energy and this is the slope of kinetic energy. Okay, so here is the formula of kinetic energy and here is potential energy. This is the mean position. Students, at the mean position x is equals to 0. If x is equals to 0, we will put here x. So Ke is equals to half m omega square r square. So here is half m omega square, but if we put x 0 here, potential energy is 0, means this is the graph of kinetic energy. So at mean position kinetic energy is half m omega square x square, but potential energy is 0. Okay, so this point, this line is 0 and this here energy increases. So at mean position we are getting E only half m omega square r square. Second case, at extreme position. This is the extreme position. Here the kinetic energy is 0, but we are getting potential energy here. Means we have to put r is equals to x or x is equals to r here. So we are getting Ke is equals to half m omega square r square minus r square. Yeah, x square minus x square means Ke is 0 joules. But potential energy is equals to half m omega square r square. So we are getting energy, total energy at extreme position, that is half m omega square r square. So we can write here potential energy at this point, that is extreme position. Here is the extreme position, half m omega square r square. Now we have to find the energy of SHM in terms of spring constant K. So we have solved omega is equals to K upon m, where m is mass of the pendulum and K is the spring constant. We will put this value here for potential energy, means PE is equals to half m omega square, means K by m into x square. So we are getting PE is equals to half kx square. First equation. Again we will put this value in kinetic energy. Ke is equals to half m k by m r square minus x square. That is equals to half k r square minus x square. Adding equation 1 and 2, we will get total energy. So half mv square, half kx square plus half k r square minus half kx square. So total energy is equals to half k r square. So the last equation shows that the total energy depends upon spring constant and square of amplitude.